Hi guys, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. Thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time coming to the temple, thank you so much for joining me. This is a sacred space that I have created for you to receive divine messages, updates, divine activations, initiations, and spiritual guidance. So if you are returning to the channel, thank you so much for your likes, for your subscribes, your comments, and just your overall energy and presence with me. So for today's reading, we are going to get messages from Source Creator, from Spirit, to guide you on the path at the time that you are tuning into this reading. So we have 3 pile choices. I'm going to get your significator cards right now to help you choose which pile is meant for you. And the cards are already coming out. Pile number 2. Card for pile number 2, please. Card on top. Pile number 3, please. Please have a card for pile number 3. Just one card. Thank you. Okay, pile number 1, this is your card, and it is paired with blue Kyanite. Pile number 2. This is your card, and that is with Smokey Spirit Quartz. And for pile number 3, this is your card, and that is with Tangerine Quartz. Alright, those are the pile choices for the readings today. You can pause the video if you need more time to meditate on which reading is meant for you. If you know which pile is calling your name, just go ahead and head to the description box, and the timestamps will be listed there. I will see you all at your readings. Hi, pile number 1. You chose the blue Kyanite. And when I was looking at this card and tuning into the energies, what I was feeling is that there's this connection that you have with Mother Nature, and there is this trust that has been built over time. And I feel like you have developed a really strong root chakra. You have been working on grounding a manifestation and nurturing a manifestation here. You've been tending to the soil. You've been pouring into your own cup, nurturing and practicing self-care. Yeah, there's this trust that you have developed, and this communication, a intuitive support system that you've developed with Mother Earth. Or as well, there's another message here that you are being asked to work with Mother Earth to ground in the tree of life, the real tree of life, where there are 12 chakras, and grounding that healing energy in to provide that love and that life for future generations. It's like the family tree healing, generational healing here. Yeah, it's card number 23, which is about change and life lessons and authenticity, that truth, that nurturing, loving energy. that Mother Earth herself offers us all. Let's see, we have Mask, the Iron Mask. I love that. This is about being your authentic self and the things that we attach ourselves to, you know, in society and what society's standards are, how we should be living our lives, what success looks like, where our values should be placed. You know, it's the loss of spiritual connection for the material, you know, abundance and success, and what the illusion of being successful and happy, and it creates such an imbalance and disharmony in our world that we see. And it's this void that's within that is never truly fulfilled because we're seeking something in the material world, and it's not there. You know, it's something that comes from within, and our connection to Mother Nature, to Source Creator, to our higher selves, to our purpose. We have the Mirror. Prank of Angels, obstacles, a cosmic test, and growth. Yeah, exactly. I feel like most people are so consumed with their appearance in the outside world and how things are being perceived by other people that they've lost themselves. They've gone so far away from the truth of who they really are, and they're wearing this mask of falsity just to fit in and win the approval of others, instead of like finding their truth and accessing that from within, having that beautiful spiritual connection. Perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. The Ram. Yeah, this beautiful manifestation, what you've been tending to. Maybe you have realized that the dream and what society says, you know, we should all be trying to attain in our life, and realizing that it's an illusion, it's a false promise. You know, if you work hard, you earn great rewards, and that's not the truth. Or, you know, we should all strive to attain a life of labels and brands and fancy cars and big houses, and that's gonna make us feel fulfilled, and it doesn't, you know. And maybe you're somebody who has had much success in your life in the material aspect, but there's still a void within that you feel a disconnect from, you know, and still maybe trying to find a spiritual connection and your own truth. And maybe in that search you have found your truth. You've found where you have been, in a sense, almost lying to yourself, and thinking that these things made you happy, but in the long run they haven't. And so now you are cultivating a new version of yourself, a new perception, a new way of being that goes against, you know, the crowd and of what society standards are, or even sometimes our family pressures of having to look a certain type of way, or, you know, believe a certain type of belief system. And when we're on the path of self-discovery, we end up finding our own truth and our own perception through our own experience, and that becomes the way that we live our life, is through that experience, not because somebody else told us to or somebody else said so. We end up finding our own reasons and our own truths, and that's the, you know, the stories that we live by, are the things that we tell ourselves. So we have Shaman Master, be graceful in movement and action. Continue moving forward. Continue on your path of self-discovery, of nurturing yourself and transforming this tree of life, this foundation that you're creating. We have Stargazer. Set your sights high. That's right. Your vision. Whatever it is, this goal that you're wanting to achieve for yourself, you know, you're being tested at the moment. So it is to honor and respect your truth. Listen to your inner voice, your own inner voice, not society's standards. That's what you have to battle, is you have to battle your own need to have approval from outside sources. And it's something that comes from within, by honoring your own truth, no matter what the outside world sees and wants to pressure you into being and doing. It is listening to that inner voice that comes from within and standing in your truth and being a leader, not a follower. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength to overcome the fears that come from being different or going against the norm. You know, it's like everybody's going in this direction, but you see the truth, or you see the illusion, you see where they're heading off of the cliff, and nobody will listen because they've all, you know, drank the Kool-Aid and they've all, this is just the way it's always been. Sometimes they have that mentality even, so it's hard to get other people to see things from your perspective and your point of view unless they've been in that predicament, you know. It can be very hard. We have spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Yeah, this came out with the perseverance. Keep moving forward. Keep this connection stable. Clear your space, Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you. And use feng shui. Alright, so yeah, let go of anything that is no longer serving you. If you're tidying up your areas, you know, your comfort spaces, your sacred spaces, your rooms, wherever you spend the majority of your time, you know, if there's any rearranging that you can do, it's just moving the energy around, clearing the space, and making sure that the energies that are there are serving a purpose for this beautiful manifestation that you're tending to, the nurturing of your soul, the nurturing of your mind and your heart, and this transformation that you're going through here. Okay, what else? Spirit, we have mystery. And we have sweetness. Let me check that these are straight. For the most part, yeah, okay. So when this is the energy that is known, you know, when society says, you know, believe this, do this, it looks like this is what it's supposed to look like, and this is how we're meant to do things, this is the structure that's in place. And a lot of us are here to tear that old structure down and to build new foundations and, you know, get rid of those outdated belief systems and the old ways of doing things. They just are no longer serving us. They need to be upgraded. And so the foundations need to fall away and crumble so that we can rebuild from the bottom up. And the path hasn't been paved, you know, it's something that is brand new, so it takes time to forge a clearing. And the space is, you know, we don't know what it's going to look like. And so that's why we have to hold a vision, have an idea, and an intention in our heart space of how it should feel. You know, we want it to feel this way. And a lot of it is a mystery to us because it's an energy that is unknown to us. We know this path and we know where it leads, but when we're trying to create something new, you know, we can't predict what it's going to be like. We can have an idea, but there's a lot of mystery to it. There's a lot of unseen, and sometimes there's blessings in the unseen. Sometimes there's obstacles in the unseen, but they're all just stepping stones to get us to where you are meant to be going. And you're being asked to not give up, to keep moving forward. And good luck is going to come on the path for you. But you have to be persistent, and you have to be patient with yourself. Anytime you're shifting an old belief system or a thought pattern that you believed for a really long time, and you've decided that this hasn't been making you happy, it takes time for you to shift that perspective, to shift that thought. Sometimes the old pattern, the old habit, because it's in habit, it's something that you repeat a lot, so it just becomes habitual. Well, when you're creating that shift and that change, it takes you time. It takes patience with yourself, and to be persistent and committed to creating that shift in your mind. So if you're somebody who can be very pessimistic, and you're trying to become more optimistic, a lot of times your default is being pessimistic. So, and then when you start catching yourself like, oh gosh, I'm being pessimistic, I'm going to shift that thought, I'm going to be more optimistic, and I'm going to see things working out for myself. It takes you a little bit of time to create that shift. It's like the tides have been going this way, the current's flowing in this direction, and you're trying to create a shift, and you're going against the tide, right? And so there is going to be that pressure. There is going to be the weight coming against you. But eventually, if you keep persisting, the tides will shift with you. The current will start going in this direction. But you have to be committed, and you have to constantly correct yourself when you catch yourself. And that's how you know the shift is changing, because now you're more aware, you're more perceptive, you're more open to seeing it. And then once you see it, you can catch it quicker and quicker and quicker. And then that's when the change starts shifting. And then the brain receptors, that have been habitually in this mode, they start to shift and refire, and then they start acting on this new program, this new way of thinking, and they start using that program instead of the old one. So it's taking time to nurture yourself, to love yourself, forgive yourself, be patient with yourself, and be persistent in shifting and bringing in this change for yourself, okay? We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. There we go. You are shifting your perception. Shifting the way that you see things, and no longer denying how you feel, no longer denying your unhappiness. You are acknowledging that this wasn't working out for me, so I'm creating that change, and I'm changing the way that I see things and perceive things. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Exactly. The only failing is not trying, is giving up and walking away and not doing your best, It's that the courage to keep going. That is strength. That is courage. That is self-mastery. It's learning, well, this didn't work, so I'm going to try something different, and well, that one didn't work either. So it's finding the right key to the door. That's all you're doing, is trying to find the right access code that's going to get you this goal, that's going to create this shift, that's going to bring your dreams in. So it's that constant effort, applied, and Source sees that, Spirit sees that. That's why you're going to be blessed with your rewards, with good luck and things coming in for you. You can reach the mountaintop. You can do this, pile number one. Keep at it. Keep fighting the battle. We have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You can do it. Shift your perspective. When you believe that good things happen, they will start to happen. But it comes from the belief that you have within your heart. You can't just fake it till you make it. It really doesn't work that way. It really has to do with your belief in it. if you believe that bad things are always going to happen to you, and believe that you're always going to be alone, or believe that you're never going to make it, then you won't, because that is your belief. But if you believe, yes, I can accomplish my goals one step at a time, I'm going to get there and I'm going to achieve my success, then you will, because you believe in it. It's all about our belief system. And you really have to go within and shift those perspectives around. And when you start changing your belief systems, you'll start seeing that being reflected in the world around you. Yeah, unfortunately, we go through tests, we go through life's lessons, and, you know, Earth is a school. It is one of the hardest schools, and we're all in different classes and different life lessons. And when you're going through some of these tests, you know, it's always trying to find the right answer, you know, the right way. And if you've been doing something over and over and over again, and you still haven't, you know, found or passed the test, you know, you haven't gotten out of this cycle, it just keeps repeating, and you're still unhappy, and you know, it's just not working out, it's time to do something different, you know. It's time to change things up a little bit. If you've always done it this way, just change something small, do something different. Like, normally I always say no, and today, you know what, I'm gonna say yes, and then see what happens, you know. And it's being brave and challenging yourself to just do something different and see what happens. Step out of that comfort zone. Embrace change, you know, reconnect to your heart space and to source and spirit, and having a more positive mindset. Believe in yourself. All right, I'm going to get you some angelic guidance here from Spirit to close out your reading, pile number 1. Ooh. So we have confidence. I love that for you. So we have moving forward does not necessarily... Alright, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will... what is it? I think it says Boyo. Oh my goodness, it's B-U-O-Y. Boy, your courage and faith. Okay, well, we're just going to say, we're going to bring you courage and faith. We're going to remind you of your courage and your faith. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will... Oh my god, I'm so sorry, file number 1. Boy, I'm not even going to try anymore. Yes, but they are going to restore your courage and your faith in yourself. Have confidence in yourself, okay? I think this is something from your childhood where you didn't feel so supported, and these are old programs, old ways of seeing and doing things and belief systems, and it's just a reflection of somebody else, and you're looking through their point of view instead of understanding your own, you know. Let's see. Any more messages? Ooh. Let's go with this one. We have entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you a better fullness. What? Oh my goodness, what is wrong with these cards? Alright, let me start over. Okay, self-employment suits your disposition and intention. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyal by your side to ensure your success in all ways. I'm so sorry, you guys. They make these writings so small and so light. So yeah, they're telling you to like work for yourself or make things work for you even, you know, to have confidence in yourself that you have the ability, you have the fire within, and to ignite your own fire, ignite your passion for life again, and to set out on your own. If there is something that you want to do for yourself, something that you're just very inspired to create, you know, maybe you like dancing, maybe you like singing, maybe you are, I don't know, very artistic, whatever it is. Maybe there is this idea that you have, maybe it is something from childhood that you always wanted to do. Maybe it's time to ignite that fire again and that passion, and to do some of those things that make you feel good. Alright, let me get you another one. I am so sorry, I am just botching the end of this here. Oh, we have the heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Yeah, this is you. You're asked to be tender with yourself, to love yourself, take care of yourself, tune into your own needs, listen to your heart chakra more. Spend time with your heart and be guided by your intuition. We have listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to the gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you to listen. This is that self-care and self-nurturing, spending time out in nature, spending time with yourself in isolation a little bit, you know, doing, maybe going for walks in nature, taking a gentle bath, you know, listening to music on your own, things that make you feel very soothing, very relaxed, in a state of open and receptiveness, okay, so that you can be guided, so that you can hear your inner voice speaking to you and guiding you, okay? Even your guides, the guides are sending you messages and they're wanting to nurture you and help guide you. The last card is Law of Attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to change your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. See, what you believe is what you're going to manifest. If you believe you are worthy, if you believe that you deserve good things, if you believe that you deserve happiness and success, you will attain them. And in order to attain them, you have to pour into your own cup and love yourself. You have to pour gentleness, appreciation, gratitude, forgiveness, more love, more worthiness, seeing your own value, seeing what you deserve, listening to yourself, understanding your fears and where they come from, understanding your worries, understanding your doubts, and finding the source of them. Where does it come from? And is that your truth, or is that something somebody told you, or something that somebody made you feel when you were younger? And as an adult now, that's not necessarily how you see things, or what you believe about yourself, or what you believe about the world even. You know, question everything and seek out your own truth. Don't just take somebody else's word for it. Go dig deeper, pile number one, and be consistent. Persevere over the struggles and over the pain, over the things that make you worry, and tune back into your heart space and see your value and see your worth, and shift those belief systems that make you feel otherwise, okay? Pile number 1, I'm sending you all of my love and light. Those are your messages from Spirit. If you feel like sharing, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And I would love to have you all back here for future readings. Thanks for tuning in to the Oasis Healing Temple. And I will see you all next time. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the black spirit quartz, the Smokey quartz. Spirit quartz. I love this crystal. This is about ancient wisdom here. And what is so wild is that it came out with this card right here, and this card represents, blind faith. Believing in things just because we're told to believe them by somebody else's, perception and belief in it. Because we have, Darwinism here, where we have evolved from monkeys, and these are all our theories. But the truth is something that is felt within, it's not something that we are just to believe because somebody else said so. I feel like a connection with pile number 2 already from this reading. So some of you may come from pile number 1. Because there was a little bit of a message like this in there. So, but this is about blind faith. But I want to see what else this is referring to as far as this blind faith. Alright, pile number 2. What do we have Mirror the Lake. Renewal, replenishing, and rebirth. We have Mirror Defiance. The Chameleon, disobedience and adaptation. And then we have the Broken Mirror, a new outlook, starting over, and upheaval. Okay, so some of you, and this happens to a lot of people. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm not trying to have any kind of confrontation in the comments or anything like that. But what I feel is some of you may have been like a part of a religion and a religious belief system, and on your spiritual journey you may have discovered some untruths or some contradictions that have made you question, your faith in these religions, and it may have made you see a reflection or see through the illusion that some of these religions want to project and narrow, to narrow the belief systems to just this little minuscule things, or to narrow, God down into like a little box. And God is something that cannot be limited. It is very unlimited. The way that we love is unlimited and unconditional, and it should be. And so I feel like you have got this new perspective, and it's like a spiritual rebirth, and there's this shift that's taking place where you are like going against old structures and shattering the illusions, and almost like having to start over and finding truth on your own, and finding your own spiritual connection. And maybe you already have found a spiritual connection in this discovery, in this breaking down of the old and shattering these the illusions. You've decided to go it on your own and find your own truth and your own path. And sometimes, some of these religions, you're not allowed to question things. You just have to be a blind follower and not question. And if you do have any questions, then you get shamed for it. You're not allowed to seek. And that's not the truth. We're always supposed to seek. We're always supposed to question. We're always wanting to learn. That is why we're here. We're here to grow and to learn, and to know that we don't know as much as we think we know. We can never know all, and that's part of this life here. So we have cougar, assertive. In silence you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. Yeah, I feel like you are a very strong individual, and it has taken a lot of courage and strength to stand up for yourself and to become your own leader and not just be told what to do and what to believe and how to see things through somebody else's perspective. You've learned how to find your own truth in your seeking. We have autumn, release the old and rest. Yeah, this is that wisdom. And we have sage, be devoted and committed. More wisdom coming out. All right, let's continue. We have the cat, independent. Wow, you are a natural leader, more leadership. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Woohoo! Exactly. You have learned to become independent, or you are learning to become independent, to challenge the status quo, to challenge the people who tell us to be quiet and submissive and to be fearful and afraid, that we're not allowed to make mistakes, we're not allowed to question things, and we are made in the purity and the beauty and the innocence of God, you know, and children are the closest to, you know, source, you know, they're so pure and they're so innocent, you know, and they're curious, but they embrace life with that sense of curiousness and excitement and mystery, you know, and they love everything and everyone, and they see the beauty in life. And that's essentially what we're all meant to be. We're all meant to be those children for life, you know, but it's when life gets a hold of us and people hurt us, and they want to change the way that we're supposed to be seeing things and how we believe in things, and it's almost enforced upon us to be a certain kind of way and to believe a certain type of belief system, and if we don't, then, you know, you don't fit in and there's something wrong with you, and, you know, it causes this this almost like shame that gets put upon people, that you're not allowed to be different and you can't see things differently. And the thing is, like, we all have a different life. We all grow up different. We all have different experiences that help shape and mold the people that we are. And that's the beauty of this life, is the journey that we all go on is meant to be different. We are all meant to be different. That's why we're all different shapes. That's why we're all different sizes. We're all different ethnicities. You know, we all speak different languages. That is the beauty of creation, is that everything is different. Everything is colorful, magical. It's always expanding. It's always growing. You know, source always wants to learn more about itself through our eyes. And we are all source. We are all source creator. We are all God. And God is learning about itself through our individual experiences. So and it's very curious, and we are very curious by nature. So it's one of those things where we're taught to almost deny, you know, the thing that makes us, you know, who we really truly are. And I feel like you are learning to embrace your authenticity and standing in your truth and separating yourself from, you know, the herd and becoming that independent soul who's going on the quest of awakening and self-discovery, and digging through the illusions to find that buried treasure, you know, the gold, the wisdom that hides within, you know. And there's truth within everything. You just have to find it, you know. Everybody uses different terminology, but essentially it's all the core of it is love, and love is everything, and everything is created from love, even the darkness and even the shadow. We have sensitivity. Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Passion, Archangel Haniel, again. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So with this passion that you have, this journey that you're on, keep following your heart. Listen to your heart and be guided by your heart. All the answers are there. They are all within. Let go of any fears that you have about the future. Let go of any anxiety that comes up for you about not being good enough or being different or standing out even. You are meant to be a leader. Yeah. Comfort those anxieties. Understand where your anxiety comes from. Anxiety is usually something where we are afraid of something in the past repeating itself. And we're afraid that the space is unknown. You know, I'm afraid of what's going to happen in the future because the future is unknown. And that's why it's essential to be in your heart space, because the heart is the present moment. It's right here, right now. And that's where we have the blessing and the gift to co-create with Source Creator, is being more in the present moment. And when you're in the present, you're not worried about the past and having the regrets of the past or the fears of the past or the shame of the past. And we're not focused on the future and the potentials and wondering which timeline is going to exist for us. We're connected and tuned in to right here and right now, and focused on the moment and the blessing that comes with each day that we're alive, and that gratitude of always being guided and connected. That is the beautiful blessing that everybody is really trying to achieve, whether they realize it or not. That is the peace. And we have surrender. Exactly. Surrender to the present moment and be more connected to here and now and listening. Tune into your sensitivity. Listen to Mother Nature. Spend some time out in Mother Nature, because Mother Nature slows our energies down. It gets us out of our mind and more in touch to our body. And when we're more connected to the body, we're in the present moment. And this is where we tune into our senses. Mother Nature engages all of our senses. We're more aware with our vision and our eyes and the beauty that we see around us. We pay attention to the animals. We listen more. We hear the wind. You know, everything's engaged. You know, we're more connected to right here and right now and the beauty that exists around us. And the more time you spend in nature, the more you're going to activate your sensitivity to your spiritual gifts, you know, and connecting to the divine. And accessing your divine blessings, having more connection to your abilities to co-create even, and to manifest whatever it is that you want to create for your life without the dictations of society's standards. We have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. See, and I feel like this happens to a lot of people when you know, people like to, some people like to blame God when, you know, they're like, why do bad things happen to good people? And it has really nothing to do with what type of person you are, you know. It's sometimes that's just the plan, the divine plan, part of the plan, part of what you signed up for. It was in your contract, in your, you know, in your Akashic records that this was meant to be, you know. And a lot of times people, like when people get sick or when they have cancer or certain parts of the body, you know, they're all linked to our emotions and to our belief systems. And so depending on what part of the body is affected, that is where the pain is located. So a lot of people, like when cancer, believe it or not, most cancer comes from repressed rage. And let's see, another one, breast cancer, For women, it has to do with self-love, and depending on which side of the body, is affected, if it's um, the left breast or the right breast, it has to do with, either a fatherly parent or the husband. And on the right side, it has to do with the mother or the children, and feeling loved and accepted or valued and appreciated. And it can also be the overgiving of love and not receiving enough love for yourself, not pouring into yourself, not allowing yourself to receive. So there's a lot of connections that people just overlook because they're not tuned in to their own emotional body and tuned into their own belief systems. Even their society has us so focused on the outside world, and we're not spending enough time going within. And that is where you're going to find that spiritual connection. That is where it's located. Next we have happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Exactly. Find your happiness. What makes you happy? Not what everybody else tells you. This should be making you happy. You know what I mean? And who can tell you what makes you happy? You have to go within and find that answer for yourself. It is a self journey, a self discovery. And it means that you have to go within. We have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. See, and that's the third eye. That's opening your mind and expanding the way that you perceive things. But it's also opening your heart to allowing yourself to receive more love and to give more love. Because anybody who's truly spiritual allows people their own truth, their own growth, their own way, their own path to Source Creator, to God. It is nothing that needs to be, we shouldn't be pointing our fingers at others and saying that's not the right way. Like, how do you know? That's what I want to know. How do they know? Do they have God on speed dial and they can just come up and say, yep, nope, that's not the right way to find me? You know what I mean? Like, I just have to giggle. But it's finding your own truth, and there's a lot of mistruths out there, and I don't want to get into many of those. But yeah, it's being allowed to be your own self and to find your own way, and allowing others to find their own way, and without judgment or condemnation. That is their truth, and we all should be allowed to have our own truth, because we all discover our truth through our own experience, and we shouldn't be allowing other people to dictate our truth for us. It's something that we need to discover on our own. Okay, I'm going to get some more messages from Spirit to close out your reading, pile number 2. Messages for pile number 2 from Spirit. What are some final messages to help end this reading? We have life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. I love that. This is so true, right? Because a lot of people worry, like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And sometimes, what if your purpose was just, to be that person who, offered a helping hand to an individual that you saw in the grocery store, or, offered to hold the door open for an individual, or your neighbor was in help and you helped them out. What if that was your purpose? Sometimes, people think that we have to have these grandiose, life purpose and missions in life, and sometimes it can just be being who you are and offering your gentle, kind love to people, to strangers, having compassion in the world, being the sensitive soul that you are. Maybe you have a love for nature and animals. You just don't know. It's whatever makes you feel good, whatever you could do every day, every minute of the day, and it just makes you feel so awesome. It doesn't feel like work. The time just flies by. You could do this all the time. That is how you access your purpose, is because it's something that lights your heart up. It lights you up. It makes you feel good. That is your contribution. That is your highest energetic point, and that's where you should be, what you should be doing, and what you should be accessing and tapping into, because that is the truth of your soul. That is your offering to the collective, is that energy, that feeling. Any more messages for pile number 2? We have shower of abundance. Woohoo! To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries and concerns over money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you will allow. And I know with abundance, anybody who has a fear of lack, sometimes, you know, these are real programs, right? Money doesn't grow on trees. You got to work hard to earn money. You know, money doesn't come easy. What's another one? I don't know, but y'all get the gist of it. Those are old tapes and programs, and believe it or not, they hold truth to some of us. You know, it is a belief, and that's what needs to change. If we believe we have to work so hard to get some money, then that's what is going to happen in our life. If we change that to where money easily flows into my life, you know, I am financially free, and holding those belief systems and seeing in your life where you are so blessed and where you have so much abundance. And abundance comes in so many ways. It doesn't always have to be financially. It can be an abundance of love, an abundance of, you know, of comfort food, an abundance of friendship, an abundance of memories, an abundance of laughter, you know, of good times, of friendship. I don't know. There's so many ways to be abundant. You know, you have an abundance of land, or an abundance of fresh air, of light, of sunshine, you know, trees and Mother Nature, connections, things like that. You know, seeing abundance in all the many ways that abundance can exist for us in our life, and holding on to that frequency of abundance and seeing how you are abundant in all these other kinds of ways, even if it doesn't, you know, seem like it's you know, we limit ourselves through our belief systems, and that's what has to shift and change. And when you start changing those belief systems and seeing things in a different kind of way, you're going to create change in the world around you and in your life. And if you have any fears or doubts about being worthy, and that you're not good enough, or that you will never achieve something, that is going to be the blockages that prevent this blessing, these abundances from coming into your life, okay? So go within when you're spending time in nature, and process through your belief systems. Question your thoughts. Where do they come from? Where do they originate from? Are they your thoughts even? Okay? Any more messages for pile number 2? Nope. All right, pile number 2. This was your reading. Thank you all for being here with me today. I'm sending you lots of love, and I'd love to have you back for future readings if this was your vibe. I'm sending y'all all kinds of love. And I will see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Hi, pile number 3. This was your reading if you chose the Tangerine Quartz. So for this card, this is the card of Lady Luck. It is about chances. It is about superstitions even. It can also be about hope and taking chances. But sometimes it is also about risk and the gamble that we take when making choices, you know. So let's see. What do we have from Spirit? Messages from Spirit. We have the Veil, Refuge, Community, Sanctuary, and Stability. We have Mirror, the Woman, the Moon, Longing, Mystery, and Hidden Experience. And then we have the Author, Inspiration, Ideas, and Impact. This is about you having the ability to create your own stability, to create your own life, to be the author of your dreams, your own narrative for your life here. It's about, saving yourself, essentially here. We have risk and the refuge, looking for a sanctuary, looking for safety, longing for something new, maybe longing for stability. Maybe you feel like life has been, just a gamble, a set of circumstances, or luck, or fate even. Alright, let's see what else we have. Freedom. The Horse. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. It's about you taking chances to free yourself from, there's such a connection for these three readings, but it's about freeing yourself from the illusion, from your circumstance, from feeling like things have to look a certain type of way. And it's about taking chances, freeing yourself from the illusion. There's this longing that you have, a longing of freedom. There's ideas that you have, a dream that you have, something you want to create for yourself, pile number 3. Let's see what else we have. We have Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, so I feel like you are somebody who has studied a lot. You have this connection with yourself within. We have this reflection here, this moon that is looking in the mirror, but it's not even there. The only thing in the mirror is the moon itself. It is like the truth, finding your truth. Taking a chance on yourself, taking a chance on your dreams, listening to your intuition, to your inner knowing. And we have this, setting this bird free, setting yourself free from some kind of patterns. Let's see what else we have. Direction Guardian, choose your path. This is taking a chance on yourself, on your dream, taking a chance on your dream. Setting yourself free from things that make you feel limited. Finding that peace within. I feel like you've discovered something about yourself, seen something within, seen something in the reflection, seen the truth beyond the illusion. And now you're setting yourself free from it, from these false belief systems. Yes, you have broken out of the matrix. You're seeing things for the truth, seeing things for what they really are. And you're being given the option to choose the direction you want to go in, to set yourself free, to act on your inspiration, an idea that you have, an inner knowing, your spiritual truth. We have divine order, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion, wow, and see the underlying order. Everything has a reason and a purpose. And balance is, it's about balance, and restoring the karmic balance. And sometimes, we have to take those chances even when we can't see the path ahead of us. It's having that act of faith, taking that leap of faith, and knowing that we're going to be guided, knowing that there's a higher truth and a higher meaning behind everything. Even when we can't see, we can't see the outcome, we can't predict the future, what's going to happen. We just have to have that trust. So we have Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Maybe you are meant to be a teacher, or you are a teacher. Overcoming difficulties, Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Look at that. Yeah, you have freed yourself from a certain illusion, and I feel like maybe it has brought healing to your inner child, even with this Indigo Crystal Children. And you've healed an aspect of your heart, freed yourself from an illusion, a perception that you've had since childhood. And it has set you on a new course, to follow your dreams. And it's going to bring about change. It's shifting your future here. You took a chance, and it's going to pay off. That's awesome. So we have stop, cleanse, and balance. Nice. Okay. So right now you're just being asked to continue to purify and cleanse out these illusions and this false energy, any of these shadows and illusions that have been a part of your story and your narrative for many years, probably even since past incarnations even. But you are being asked to continue to cleanse and purify, to go within, nurture yourself, and heal your inner child, to restore this balance within before moving ahead. Now is not the time to act right now. And it almost seems like there's this fire around this horse, like you have ignited a passion within, and this fire is the transforming fire. It's the alchemizing fire, like the violet flame that purifies and cleanses the old energies, the old stories, the old narratives. There's this purging that takes place because you've shattered an illusion, an old story that maybe you told yourself, an old narrative, an old way of seeing and perceiving things, and it's in the ending phase, so it's still dying in a sense, and the energy's still there in the energetic aura, but it is being purified and cleansed out. So you can even work with doing a purifying bath, working with the element of water, and taking a spiritual cleansing bath. You can work with crystals and gemstones, or saging, or candle magic, things like that, where you're setting an intention to cleanse and purify your body, your old emotions, and your old thoughts. And as you empty the water out of the tub, it is cleansing and purifying your body. You know, you can use essential oils, flowers, you know, herbs, things like that that help bring in the essence of healing and purifying and cleansing. And this is what's going to bring about that balance in your energetic field so that you feel more complete, more stable, and moving forward on this new path that is that you're aligned with now. We have surrender. I can release my need to control. Yep. You don't need to worry about the future or how things are going to play out at the moment, right? You will always be guided on the path. Trust your inner knowing. You're always going to be guided moving forward, all right? I feel like you are getting a new guide to help guide and teach you, or you yourself are going to be a guide to help assist others overcome their difficulties. And we have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Surrender your worry, surrender any fears, cleanse these energies out of your auric body, come into your heart space. Don't worry about what is up ahead, you know, just yet. Right now you are in a cleansing and detoxifying phase, and the path will reveal itself to you when it's ready for you to move forward, all right? It's kind of like, you know, cogs on a wheel. When there's a change and a shift that occurs, you know, you have to wait for the wheel that you're on to make its move, and it comes after all the other ones have begun shifting, you know. So you can be over here and these cogs are just now starting to move, and so as each one starts to trigger the other one, you'll be triggered when to move forward. So things just have to align a certain kind of way before the path reveals itself. You just have to trust yourself and listen to your inner guiding system. Allow the past to be the past and set yourself free from it. You no longer need to worry about the past or hold on to anything anymore. I'm going to get some closing messages to close your reading out, pile number 3. Let's see what final messages Spirit wants you to know to help you through the surrender and this shift, the changing beliefs that you have set yourself free. You've purified your heart and cleansed your energy. You are very, very strong. You've attained a lot of wisdom from your experiences. All right, so we have these 3 here. So we have fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today as near to Mother Earth as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. All right, so you're being asked to spend some time in Mother Nature. Mother Nature helps us, one, energize our minds and our hearts and our bodies and our souls, but also helps ground us in the present moment. So we're not worried about the future. We're not worried about the past or focusing on the past. We are more centered in the present moment. And this is what frees us from our mind, from our ego, from the fear. It allows us to be more connected to Mother Nature, who is essentially our divine mother. And she's our physical mother. I want to say our divine mother, but she is a mothering energy for us. She provides so much for everything that exists on her, and she doesn't ask for anything. But, you know, appreciate her and spending time with her and showing our gratitude and offering her our love and our affection is like the least we can do for all that Mother Nature provides us, you know. And she offers us so much nurturing and care and connection and wisdom. Even the animal kingdom connects and communicates to us when we spend time engaging and connecting and tuning in to their energies and their frequencies. And this is also how Spirit can connect and tune in with you by sending you messages if you listen and tune in to what they're saying and what they're revealing to you. You know, it's very subtle. If you've ever been out in nature and, you know, you've had, let's say, like a deer just cross your path, you know, those are signs. Those have meaning. And you can look up, you know, spiritual meanings of deer and what are their qualities, what do their energies represent, you know, what are their habits, things like this. They're all messages to be interpreted, and it's seeing things on a different level and a different perspective. And so you're being asked to communicate with Mother Nature, to go outside more and be more in the present moment, and this will help you tap into your wisdom, to your inner knowing of being guided when to move forward on the path, okay? Ooh, we have perfect timing. What was I saying? I need to direct my light a little more. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are right for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. Wait for that divine timing, okay? It will be revealed to you. We have innocence, beloved one. Everyone is guiltless in truth, and no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so that you can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may be around that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. I love that. This is that inner child healing that I was saying. Coming to your heart space, coming back home to your inner innocence, having freed yourself from, you know, whatever narrative, whatever structures, whatever pain that you have experienced, shattering that illusion and freeing yourself and restoring your innocent nature, that purity of heart, coming back to that heart space and acting on a place of excitement and curiosity for the world that is around you now, for this beautiful path that you're about to embark on, this new beginning for yourself. So turn over any fears, any worries, any doubts, any shame or guilt that you have about walking away from the past. Let go of your worries and surrender them over to Source, and allow yourself to just be guided on the path moving forward, okay? Release any difficulties you have overcome. And everything is playing out at the perfect time, according to divine time, okay? And listen to your guides. Spend some time out in nature so that you know when the time is right for you to act and move forward. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, pile number 3. Especially if you are somebody who's superstitious, because you'll know what to look for. You know, it can be angel numbers, or if you are somebody who has a connection to the animal kingdom, if you start seeing certain animals coming into your awareness daily, or if you're somebody who has music, you know, and lyrics and things like that, or angel numbers, things of that nature, that is how your guides will communicate to you, and start paying attention to the synchronicities around you, all right? Everything is going according to plan. So those are your messages, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today in the Oasis Healing Temple. Sending you all my love and light. Hoping you join me again next time. Y'all have a great day and take care.